How do you create incentives to have your players move around the battlefield? I find my players run up to an enemy and stay put, even if there's a different or worse threat because they're afraid of opportunity attacks. I don't want to punish my players by staying still, but I find that a lack of movement is making the combat less interesting. A couple ways. One is, have your monsters provoke opportunity attacks. Players love to get opportunity attacks. They love to attack get opportunity attacks. So whenever you have opportunities for monsters to move around, to kind of shift things up, the monster goes up and gets attacked by your fighter, but then it wants to run around the fighter and go attack the wizard, have them do it so now the fighter is free. Have your monsters to make opportunity attacks, and that frees up the characters who might be locked in to not be locked in anymore. Now they can move around too. So that's one easy one. Have your provoke opportunity attacks. As a GM, provoke. It's a really great way to make your players feel good. Here's a dirty trick. If you have a player who dipped into wizard and has shield, get them to provoke opportunity attacks, because then they can't cast shield later, right? They burn their reaction up. That's the mean way. The nice way is just do it because it's fun. Because players love to make opportunity attacks. They love to attack. They love to kill dudes. If you got a guy who's got a lot of hit points and he runs and they kill him with an opportunity attack, oh, it's joyous. It's a great way. You want to make your players feel good, provoke opportunity attacks. But then there's other things you could do, and you have to think about the risk reward. What are things that the players could be doing other than fighting whoever they're fighting to move around the battlefield? Are there advantageous positions where if they can get up there, they are safer, they have cover, and maybe they have advantage on everybody else? I'm a big fan of like the high ground, that if you can go climb up that high cliff and you can shoot from above, you have advantage on all the targets below you. It's pretty powerful, but like it's a nice thing. And especially if you make it hard for them to get up there, maybe it takes 2 actions to get up there, or a move and a dash to get up there, and they have to roll a check and succeed at the check to get up there, then it's probably worth having advantage for the rest of the game while they're getting ranged attacks, and then they have cover because they're harder to hit because they're up high. So I think that's a way to do it, like offering those things, making it clear that they're there. Again, talk to your players. Hey, by the way, just letting you know, if you get up on that high cliff, you would have advantage against everybody else while you're up there. Oh, advantage. Oh, crit fishing. That's pretty great. That is a really, drawing them in. Then there's sort of a little bit of like the negative incentive of like, oh, there's this unholy talisman, this unholy effigy that's giving all of the monsters advantage on their attacks. You've got to go destroy it, but the only way to destroy it is to get up there and actually get on it. You can't just do it from range. You have to go and kick it over and smash it and destroy it. That's another way, like drawing them over by powerful monuments that they can go and manipulate. Maybe they can manipulate it and turn it in their favor. Oh, by getting rid of if we find this ancient obelisk and we pour holy energy into it instead of unholy energy, now all the monsters have disadvantage on their saving throws against our spells. And we get advantage on spell attack rolls. Something like that. But you want to make sure, like, the players always say, yeah, but can I do it from range? Like, no, you really have to get up there and put your bare hands on it. You're going to have to channel your energy in it directly. You can't do it from range. So that way it gets players moving around. So those would be my big options. There's a few different ones. There's other ones too, but I think those are some good ones. One, have your monsters provoke opportunity attacks. Makes your players love you. Your players will love their game if they can make lots of opportunity attacks. Give them positions and tell them what they are. Hey, if you get up on that high ground, you'll get advantage on attacks. If you get over to this other location, you'll get this other thing. And then throwing monuments in there that either they can destroy to remove abilities that the enemies have, or that they have to because the enemies are a lot more powerful if they don't, or that they could even turn into their favor by turning it like an unholy obelisk into a holy obelisk, so then they get to switch the battle in their favor near the end. Those are a few good ways to get your characters to be more engaged in the environment and not just sit in the doorway fighting the same 2 guys that they face.